But like, why do you not take their word for it? Whereas you do take
because that would be retarded of me to do.
This video is everything not to do when you interview somebody. This is a fucking abomination.
There's just no chance that that's true. It has to be more gray than the way that you describe it. Like all of these people are just innocents that are getting scooped up by the Israeli bad guys to be brought and punished in prison because it's like this religious thing for them. Like that's not true.
It's not really religious. It's not. It's cultural. It's political. It's cultural, really. Like okay. They teach their kids this stuff in school. Like, you can watch videos of Israeli kids talking about how Palestinians are subhuman. And you can see some of that from the Palestinians, too. But their reasoning is very different. And the thing is that it's not really productive to try to debate this debate is not really productive. Because you need to do the research for yourself. And you need to decide for yourself. Like,
but you weren't there. You have done research. But your research is reading propaganda from both sides.
No, my research is looking at primary sources for the most part, and then observing secondary sources and observing tertiary sources and judging them accordingly. A video is primary source.
Last night I watched all 4 hours of this thing, and it's fucking grueling. First off, imagine you have Ian Carroll's attention for 4 hours, and you spend at least 2 hours arguing with the guy. And that's not to say that Ian is infallible, right? But imagine making that argument from your fucking feelings, right? Just because your cognitive dissonance won't allow you to actually analyze the information in front of you, right? That you're so locked down in your own thoughts that you can't even look at any kind of information outside of what you're thinking without immediately saying, oh, no, that can't be true.
No,
you've
not
necessarily done the research for yourself.
And I will concede immediately that you've done a lot more research than me, right?
Dude, no shit, he's done more research than you. That's why you have the guy on. That's why you're having this interview, to pick his fucking brain.
But I'm a pretty astute observer.
Oh yeah, dude. You're real fucking astute. Your interview went off the fucking wagon about an hour ago. And you're here arguing this bullshit. And look at the guy you're interviewing. Yeah. Read the fucking tea leaves, man. I don't think you're getting the room.
And I'm also a critical thinker.
Then you must have done a lot of critical thinking on how to fuck this interview up. And if there's a silver lining in this whole thing, it's that Ian clearly has the patience of a saint. And people can analyze this as what not to do in an interview.
Right? And my perception is not...
And I'm just going to stop you right there with your perception is not, Poncho. Because it's not. It doesn't exist. It's all arguing from your feels. And I just can't anymore, right? So if anybody wants to watch this interview, the first 2 hours is... the last 2 hours is where it goes off the rails. Just save your time. I don't know.
Not necessarily... that you've been brainwashed by like Palestinian propaganda or whatever, but I do get the sense that you treat information from one side different than information from the other.
I absolutely do.
But you don't even give it a chance. It's like it's automatically false.
You mean like every answer you've given in the last 2 hours? The irony, man. Maybe.
And it seems to me like in a lot of these cases, like I am certain that you're correct, that there is someone that is Palestinian in a prison in Israel that does not belong there. I am also certain that there are many that do belong there. And I am certain that when I hear you talk about it, it's as if not a single person that is Palestinian and in prison in Israel deserved it. And like, I'm sorry, like I know for sure that's not true.
This last part, from the smug shoulder shrug to Ian's exhausted response, I think really just kind of encapsulates the final 2 hours. Deuces.
Okay.
Because
You're
there's
right.
a lot of them.
But I could also point to many American adults abusing American children.
And I condemn that unequivocally.
And so do I.
I would not hesitate to stand against that.